It's summer, dude.
The ice is melting.
It's the middle of
in the
summer.
Arctic.
Is
The polar
point.
bears can't stand on nothing.
All
How dare you?
right.
Water's wet.
Water's not wet.
Are we really? What's up, guys? 3 Sheets to the Wind coming at you with another episode. It's your boys, Eli, Nick, and Gus.
Boys and men.
Yeah. Boy.
2.5 men.
Boy.
You ever see that show?
No.
No, it's...
I watched that show a lot in jail.
So today we have a sponsor, fellas.
What did he say?
Yeah, right.
You don't joke about this kind of stuff.
So today's episode is sponsored by Project Appleseed. It's a marksman class that's taught all around the U.S. and it focuses on the importance of marksmanship and also teaches you some history from our founding fathers and stuff like that.
Like rifles or bows, slingshots, blowguns, clubs. We don't throw clubs.
Yeah, dude. Knives.
Just rifles.
Yeah, rifles. And they actually did start recently. They started teaching pistols.
Yeah, seems pretty useless for a guy of my caliber.
What's your caliber?
Fucking high.
He's at 22.
Have you done any of these?
Yeah, I've done the rifles, but I've never done the pistols before. It's just the target set at 25 yards. It's got 100, 200, 300, 400 yard targets that are sized down to match, what it would look like from where you are. And then you just do multiple stages. They're standing, sitting, and then prone. And you just go through a bunch of stages through the day while they teach you history. And that's about it.
They tell us about them dirty Brits.
And dirty red coats.
Sounds pretty cool.
It's definitely a fun time. Interesting. Get to shoot shit. Shoot British targets.
Shooting's
Red
always
coats.
fun.
Shooting is
Do they
pretty-
provide the ammo?
No. Bring your own.
What the?
Do they have like a discount? Like they'll give me like $200
No,
towards ammo?
No.
Like,
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
They provide T-shirts though. They give these out at Appleseed.
They do.
After
Okay.
each Appleseed, they'll let you pick out a shirt.
One eternity later.
you got the fucking shirt on backwards.
And they
Nick.
also introduced aiming.
Show us the tag. You got the shirt on backwards, my guy.
It's not.
That
It
is
is.
that's backwards.
If I find it, what is this?
That's the...
Fucking tag. You can't get a new shirt and put it on backwards.
No, I was putting it
Bro,
on
that looks
so
so
Gus
bad.
can read it.
Sorry, our sponsor.
No, you weren't.
Well, there goes that sponsor. This episode
It
is
still
no
says
longer.
it.
Yeah.
there.
If you're interested in going to one of these events, just go to appleseedinfo.org. Look up root beer, no root beer.
Mug's TikTok is posting videos about it now.
Who's?
Mug, the root beer, their own TikTok.
Dude, I love TikTok because like brands get into
What
it.
the?
Oh, yeah.
Root beer, no! Root beer! No! Root beer, no! Someone's root beer, no!
Barks is still better though.
I have so much. Like every time you guys say that there's something on the internet, it's the dumbest. Like, why is this?
You smiled.
Because I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It's funny.
Art.
But now Mug, the root beer dog, has a girlfriend dog, but then she broke up with him, so now he's training.
You're kidding, right?
No, that's on Mug's TikTok.
That's dumber than.
That's
And
hilarious.
he's saying what? Root beer, no.
Probably.
Oh no! It's just like
no.
on repeat in his head. Oh no! Root beer, no.
But you know what Mug has that you don't? Millions of dollars. I've got a topic. I'm just kidding.
All right.
We hear
I
Nick's
couldn't
topic.
So-
read it.
So, do you guys remember a couple weeks back they had the hottest day of the year? Or the world or something they were claiming? You think that there was any way that the cavemen just decided to...
The cavemen had thermometers.
Do you think they were watching the news?
They're probably
watching the Weather
CNN.
Channel? Yeah, and they're probably like, damn,
They're always wrong.
It hot.
It hot, then motherfucker.
Because then the meteor hit.
Damn, Dino.
Dino
Dinos.
Nuggies.
Is that where they all went?
That's what they became.
Yeah. They became
Dino
dino
Nuggies.
nuggies. They're not oil.
How hot was it?
Okay,
though?
but
I could look it up
How
just for
hot?
sake of talking.
in
but
Calvins, how hot?
hottest day ever.
Because you know what it is in Kelvin.
What,
Okay.
Tell me what it is on the.
What's boiling in Kelvin?
Basically, okay, so June 7th.
Yeah.
Earth warmed to its highest temperature ever recorded by human-made instruments when the average global temperature reached 17 degrees Celsius or 62.92 degrees Fahrenheit.
62
Oh,
Fahrenheit.
that's the average of the world.
Oh, this is a global warming push.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
it is.
I
but
thought it was like one.
but no, there
particular
was,
place.
like-
Okay, but if they're saying the
There
Earth
was-
is heating up, wouldn't that just be every day that there's a new record?
it's
set?
summer, dude.
the ice is melting in,
It's the middle of
in the
summer.
Arctic.
is
The
the
polar
point.
bears can't
But,
stand on nothing.
How
dare you?
the
Polar
point.
bears can't
But,
stand on nothing.
I actually got something cool before we continue. Sorry, Eli.
Oh,
But you know that picture they always use of that skinny, starving polar bear? Do you know that's actually like a really old polar bear that someone National Geographic took a picture of or something?
He needs a Coca-Cola.
It's just a really old bear that can barely hunt for itself. But they're saying, oh, there's no food anywhere.
oh, really?
That's how they use.
I
the
didn't know
photo.
that was a thing.
Yeah, it's just an old bear.
Plenty
Yeah,
of
but
fish
that's
in
why-
the sea, right, Eli?
Right,
Yeah.
but not for this old polar bear.
Not for me.
Nick is the old polar bear,
I'm the one that
But young.
shoots heroin.
but young.
Shoots steroids.
He's the one that just sits on the iceberg, just laying there.
What was
Why
me?
doesn't food come to me?
Listening to my metalcore.
I think they're just doing it because
It's just it sounds like a global warming.
it is. But what the point of this was, there was a bear spotted in a man's backyard jacuzzi,
Yeah.
just sitting there with like a paw up. It got hot and it hopped his fence on like a hill mansion or whatever.
Yeah.
And he just hopped in the jacuzzi and he was sitting there
He's just
when the cops came because the guy saw the bear in his
I would have
back.
thrown him a shandy.
Yeah, dude.
At least a Coke.
It was just
It wasn't a polar
sitting
bear.
there cooling off.
Was it a black bear?
Yeah. See that?
Time isn't real.
Time is real.
What can you touch time?
Okay, is temperature real?
Yeah. You can feel
Then
how hot it is in
Can
here.
you touch it?
Yeah.
No.
You can touch the sweat.
Okay.
Do you know feelings aren't real?
Yeah, they are.
Oh.
I'm hurt.
I have a lot of feelings.
I'm hurt that you'd
My
say
feelings are hurt that you think feelings don't exist.
that. Well, I saw some guy on Instagram. He was like,
Feelings aren't real.
Makes sense to me.
we'll just jump to another animal one. Since I'm buying a home. Since I'm buying a home, this is like a worst nightmare. But, or not the worst nightmare.
Raccoon
but
found in garbage.
Indiana Jones' worst nightmare. So, a first-time home buyer
Nazis?
finds 10 snakes living inside the walls of his new home in
Pythons?
Colorado.
Don't live in Colorado.
Were they boa constrictors?
No, dude.
Boa constrictors live in Colorado.
She
Do
had a
penguins live in Florida? Yeah,
Does a
in the
bear
zoo.
shit in the woods?
They do.
Exactly.
King cobras?
Were they poison dart frogs?
Oh, you're still asking me stupid questions?
One eternity later.
It says the walls you could feel were like warm and squishy. Ugh,
That's mold.
that's snakes.
Why would it be warm and squishy?
Because they live in there. They were wet.
No, they're not.
Did it come up through the
Yep.
toilet?
Snakes are wet.
They did come up through the toilet.
If they're in water's wet.
Water's not wet.
You don't.
Water is.
Oh, you're with me?
Yeah, water is not
We
wet.
talked about that last week.
Dude.
I know, dude. I saw the short. I was so pissed I wasn't here. Water is not wet.
I wish he was
It's like
here,
when
dude.
Cisco said, "Well, is fire hot?" That's not the same thing. It'd be is fire on fire.
It is.
No. Fire is not on fire. Fire is fire. Fire
And
I'm glad Eli is a friend though.
yeah, dude, I'm glad. I wish you were here.
I'm the only friend he needs.
I'm the only
You're
friend
fake.
you got.
I'm not fake.
You're fake. You think
I'm
water's
real.
wet.
I'm real AF.
How is water wet?
Dude, it's wet.
Because I touch
I explained it to Eli last week.
Yeah.
Okay, explain
I
it
didn't
to
And
me.
now I'm
believe it.
emotionally drained.
No, explain it to me.
We don't need to do this.
No,
I
we're doing
can't.
it again because I'm here.
I
now.
can't even.
Explain it again.
Yeah, you can't because you don't have your little buddy Cisco.
Yeah, you don't have your buddy here. No, you're outnumbered and you're scared. Like Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I've been on 2-on-1 situations before.
Were you the one face down in the?
Okay, anyways, how's water wet? Nick, explain.
I'll tell what I told Eli last
Okay.
week. So what is water?
Water is the mix of hydrogen and oxygen.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Yeah. What if happens if
It's a
you
liquid.
add another hydrogen
I don't
to oxygen to it?
That's what I said. This is.
think it's bubbly. I don't.
It's not a good.
If you add hydrogen to oxygen to something, it makes it wet, right?
Okay, yeah. So you put water on something, it makes it wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's saying if you put one part water into another part, it makes that wet. That's his argument. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's wet.
You're putting water into water, and it makes
Water
it
is
wet.
wet.
How is water wet? That doesn't explain
Do
it.
you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know.
When
what
he
you're
said,
Water-
when he
saying.
said all that science shit, I
H2O.
just shut up.
H2O.
It's like science.
If you add H2O to something, it makes it wet, right?
Yes.
So is H2O something?
Yeah.
So therefore, if you add H2O to H2O, it's wet.
It's a good
Can you
argument.
burn fire?
Technically,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
No,
back.
you can't.
No, I agree with you.
I'm back
Fire
on
is
this-
not the
I'm
same
back
thing.
on that side.
That was a stupid.
I'm back, baby.
He was like,
I'm on your side. Oh, that's a good point. I'm on your side. Oh, that's a really good point. I'm on your
Why
side.
is
If I
that?
put water on water, I don't say, "Oh, that water's wet now."
yeah,
I'm
because
just
it's an
saying, "Oh,
obvious
there's
thing.
more
That's a good
water
point.
there." There's
Yeah,
more
Nick, what
water
do you got
there.
for-
There's no water's not wet. This is
It
stupid.
was so funny when Nick brought that up, and like Cisco was like, "Yeah, in the periodic table of elements, if that's even a thing." And I was like, "There he is.
That's
There he
even a
is.
thing.
He's back." I was like, "How'd you say
What, you
that?"
just
all-
make that up right
you
now?
said that
Cisco?
all correct. If
Yeah, he
it's
said
even-
correct and then started doubting
If
himself.
it's even a thing, yeah, dude, it is.
He was doubting us. He's like, wait, did I
Did he
just
even say like
that?
a point, or did he just stop?
No, he just stopped. I'm like, dude, yes.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah, what
thing.
Nick said.
Yeah, he's like, what Nick say.
Water's not wet.
I like the argument for it because that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
In a
Water's
way-
not wet. You can't get water wet because it can't be wet.
It's already wet.
You can't start fire on fire.
I know.
Yeah.
Water
Same
is not
concept.
fire. You were just saying it's different.
Fire is fire. No, I'm saying heat in water. It'd be like saying because water makes you cold, water is cold. But you can heat up.
Oh,
you can heat
okay.
up water. That didn't make any sense. But
Made sense to me.
you know, okay, it's
Just like the one, did you see what the comment was on that video?
what? I think I did, but I don't remember.
The dude was like, what do you call it if you dry off water? Cold air.
What? He said that?
He's like, you can't dry water. I mean, like, because you know how you can, towel's wet, you can dry it off.
Yeah.
He's like, well, then you can't dry off water. He's like, you can. It turns into cold air. Into air.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but it doesn't turn into air. It turns into the humidity in the air. The water
That's air.
There's water in the air.
Turns into
no,
air.
there's water in the air.
So therefore, is the air wet?
Therefore, the air is wet, actually, technically.
Yeah.
Damn it. Then,
Unless you're in
then
Arizona.
water's wet.
Unless
Yeah,
you're in
that's
Arizona. What? That doesn't follow.
Because if you're going with the same principle that if you add water to air, air is wet, then if you add water to another part water, then water's wet.
That's what he said before, and you said no.
But I'm on his side now.
But
He
he's-
said if
he
it
said
can make
bigger
something
words.
wet, it can make itself wet.
I had something click back there. I don't know what it was. Science is now a part
Water
of me.
is not
You
wet.
gotta
It
start
can
saying
make things.
fancy words to get Eli on your side
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
So the aquatic treasury
Damn.
of the United
Damn.
States of
We're back.
America
Dude,
states,
this is
and
why,
I quote, in quotations, in a professionally audited and edited
Oh, and edited.
paragraph.
If you look it up on Google, it says water's
states
not wet.
Water is not wet.
That's hard to be.
I didn't understand a word he just said.
Water's not wet, is what I'm saying.
The
I don't know how to
the
explain it,
argument
really,
I
but
hear from your
water's
side
not
is
wet.
water's not wet.
So who's gonna win?
You don't have an
already
argument
won.
either. You say, "Oh, water can make itself wet." So if water can make itself wet,
It does.
was
It's
it not
already wet.
at one time?
It's always been wet.
It's always been wet.
Yeah.
So how does it make itself wet if it's always been wet?
It doesn't make itself wet. It's already wet.
You
That's what I'm
said
saying,
it
water
makes
is
itself
wet.
wet.
It's already wet.
And that's where it falls
How
apart.
does it? That's where the cookie crumbles.
I didn't mean to say it
I'm on
makes
Ghost
itself
Recon.
wet. It's
You're
always been
stuttering.
wet. It's
Yeah,
always been
Guys
wet.
sitting here like, oh,
All right,
it's
there's
always
actually
been.
a really good video on this.
You
We're
can't
listening
believe
to
everything you
this.
see on the internet, Gus.
Can't believe everything
Water-
you hear from your buddies either. Apparently,
Water is not wet
made-
argument.
I
Okay,
listened to
here
the
it is.
facts,
Here it is.
made my
This
own
is a very
assumption.
esteemed philosopher,
Who?
TikTok philosopher. I don't know this fucking
TikTok? Yeah.
Chaz Smith.
Chaz Smith. Yeah. Let's
sounds
listen to-
like it.
Let's
Just
listen.
This is the video that's gonna end the water is wet debate once and for all. My answer: water's not wet. And I'll tell you why. To say that something is wet means that the water on the surface of that something can be removed. You get caught outside in the rain. You say, oh, my hair got wet. Now I gotta get it redid. Oh, my shoes got wet. Now I gotta let them sit outside and dry. You don't say that the ocean gets wet. It's just water. Water is water. Fire, right? We know that it burns things, right? But it's not in and of itself burned, right? Water, it wets things, but it's not in and of itself wet, okay? The word wet is only supposed to be used when water gets on something. For example, if I were to splash water on this mirror right here, I'd say it's wet. But if it were somehow possible to splash water droplets onto water, where you could see the water droplets sitting on the water, you'd say, oh, that water is wet. You know, I'll give an example in a second, because, you know, I'm in a bathroom, you know, we got water in the toilet, got water in the sink, shower, sink over there. But the term wet is an adjective that is only conditional, that's used to describe the surface of something that is typically dry. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the simple proof test. This counter is dry. I pour water on it. It becomes wet. Can it be dried? Absolutely. Therefore, it was wet. It is now dry. The water on the inside of the bottle, however, can it be dried? Absolutely the frick not.
If you're saying air's wet,
How
then
can it-
technically everything's wet.
I like his
Yeah, but that
example,
doesn't
though,
make
like,
water
I like
wet.
his example is if you like put the droplets in the toilet. Are you gonna say, "Oh, that toilet water's now wet"? Or
Yeah.
are you gonna say, "Oh, there's some water"?
It's always been wet.
No,
No,
It's wet.
no.
Everything he
dang.
just said in that video is what you
And
said.
I thought
Yeah.
that I was on your side.
You
for
were
this.
3
I
times.
can't believe
That guy was funnier, so I believe him.
this right wing just because he's on the right. This right wing,
He's actually on the
Left
left.
wing.
my right
You're
wing,
right.
I don't want to be on your. You're on my left.
You
though.
have no rights.
Gus is on my right.
and we're back.
3 sheets
I-
to the wind.
yeah.
Water's not wet.
It is wet.
It has the ability to make things wet, but it is
It
in
makes
of itself
water is
not
always wet.
Water
I kept
is
saying
not
it
wet.
in and of itself, but Nick didn't.
It
Like,
In of itself, it cannot be wet.
Yes,
because it
it's
makes
already
things
been wet.
that's one of
'Cause
my
you can't put
favorite
water
phrases,
on
is
water.
What do you say to that?
It mixes in.
What?
In and of itself, like what, bro?
In of itself.
What is this
you
witchcraft?
had me at in.
One eternity later.
All right,
Water's wet.
Water's not wet.
are we really?
What do you think, Eli?
I'm with philosopher dude, Chaz.
Chaz
I'm
Smith.
with- Okay, so this family was cleaning their home in
As
Los
families
Angeles,
Yeah.
and they found 1 million pennies in bags. So the
So was
the
that
original
10 grand?
cost was like 25 grand. More than double it. It's a 10 grand value. They said that's what the cost was up on the bid or whatever. People wanted pennies that bad. I throw that shit away when I go to Walmart, dude. You get change.
I ain't gonna collect 1,000,000 pennies.
That's stupid. But
Do you know how long that would
hopefully,
take?
dude, if they made that much, good on them. 25K. Good for you.
Carrying all those
How do you
pennies
just find, like, you're cleaning home and you find 1 million pennies?
next to the snakes in the wall.
That's what I want to know.
It was like they're feeling the walls all gushy and then.
Just leave the snakes.
It's just a hard snake.
I'm a slithery little snaky snake.
That's the weirdest
No, I'm a
shit.
I'm a snake.
Stop with that shit.
I'm a slithery little. I'm
That wasn't
slithering
me.
through your
Can
ass.
you fucking stop?
I'm gonna slither up in your ass.
Why do you talk deep when you're with us? Use your normal voice.
Eli's like that dude in the Xbox chat. Yeah, what's up, guys? I just hit puberty. I smoked 30 menthols out of a homeless dude's.
You guys got Zyn?
You guys got a lip pillow?
Is that what people call it?
Never heard it called that.
Yeah, dude.
A lip pillow.
Do you think if you had that, like hundreds of thousands of Zins, you slept on it, you'd get super like buzzed and shit by morn?
If it was by morn,
By Christmas morn?
of course, of course. Is it like so? They're all unwrapped.
Yeah.
I'd
Fresh
start
out
gobbling-
the package.
Just start gobbling that shit in.
You're constantly
turkey.
breathing that shit while you're
I bet
sleeping.
you'd probably die. From
Would you
nicotine
gobble it like a
poison.
turkey?
I
Would
bet
you
you
be
die
zoinked?
from nicotine poison.
I feel like
It's a
your
lot
nose
of
would
nicotine.
burn from smelling that minty shit.
What's
all
the
night.
thickness like? Is it like that queen size mattress though?
Is it like in
It's like
stuff?
that memory foam.
Should we do that? Should we prank somebody? We just buy. This would be really expensive, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna take however many packs of Zins it's gonna take, like 10,000 packs, and we're gonna fill somebody's mattress with them, and zip it up, make their bed, see if they notice.
Like a water
It's
bed?
like a single layer is all we can afford.
Yeah.
Nick goes, jumps on the bed, just hits the box spring. Oh, you didn't even know. His back's broke.
His bed snaps, and
The only-
his
the
bed
only-
finally gives
The
out.
only reason
No.
he doesn't get up is because he can't.
Yeah.
No, I want a water
Sleep
bed.
in there.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
He really thinks it's a fucking mattress.
Just paralyzed.
He's got a piece of the bed frame sticking out of his stomach. Look at that moron.
You know, you can jump really high on water beds.
Yeah, until he pops.
Can you though?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
You just need to add spring water.
Oh my gosh. I thought you guys might enjoy this. Are you guys fans of the movie Godzilla?
No, not really.
Me neither.
Moving on.
Moving on.
So, in other news,
No, but I just wondered. I thought maybe you would be, but Taiwan has a new dish called Godzilla ramen, and it basically is like a crocodile arm in it, and it's taking social media by
I
storm.
thought Godzilla was a lizard, though.
Yeah, it looks like his arm.
But he doesn't look like a crocodile.
No, I
He's a big
know,
lizard,
dude.
though.
He looks like a Komodo dragon with
Yeah.
spikes.
Basically, what it is the soup
Or an
comprised of quail eggs, pork, baby corn, dried bamboo shoots, black fungus. Why is
Can you,
it
like,
gotta be
tone it
black?
down a notch when you talk
Cubes
to me?
of fish paste, topped with a crocodile leg, specifically a front one.
Like a legit
You know how
crocodile.
many
leg?
fucking crocodiles you gotta kill to get multiple soups?
I doubt
I think
crocodile's
it's just
actually
like a
good.
piece. I bet
Yeah.
crocodile's bussin'.
What do you mean?
I've
it's
had
just a
alligator.
piece?
What's
It's like the elbow up
Do you remember we had the alligator?
or elbow
Eli?
down.
It's probably like the same
That was
thing.
gross.
It was bad.
You had alligator?
Yeah, it was
On a
gross.
stick.
On a
No,
stick.
Where?
Not
Fair.
to downplay it at all. On a fucking stick.
Dude, they had shark this
It was
year.
like kebab,
Yeah, it was like a kebab of
but hold the
alligator.
cup.
It was literally like, it was chicken.
It was just
lit-
Bob.
I'm pretty sure it was just chicken on a stick, honestly.
It tasted like chicken, but the guy left it in too long and like put up a sign saying it was crocodile. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean?
You know when like
So,
you know when you go through like a buffet
they took a fish
and
scale
it's
and
like
stuck it on
pink
it.
chicken, like the shit's nasty. Then you bread
Yeah,
it.
because it sat under the heat
Called
lamp for too
crocodile.
long.
Yep,
you guys paid $15 for it?
more than that.
Did you see that video of the cop falling down the slide?
Yeah, dude, what the hell is wrong with that slide?
Hilarious. The dude comes down at Mach Christ.
Yeah, he literally didn't touch the ground for like 10 feet, and he came out upside down,
What?
face
Smashed
down,
his fa- dude,
and
yeah.
he went flying into the asphalt. Look at it.
Why?
It was some old metal slide.
It was the metal slides. Those are the
Yeah.
ones. They'll you either go mock Jesus or it goes down and you get 3rd-degree burns.
Why was it so
That's how he's
Dude!
like twisting in it.
Holy crap! He's like riding it face first.
Dude, I don't get how he got twisted around.
You could hear him banging in there.
Dude
Like,
was riding like the side of it the whole back way down. How do
You guys hear ding 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 ding.
It's
like a pinball.
machine, dude.
You just hear it rattling. You're like, what the f is that?
it's like a vending machine.
Down.
Spits out your soda.
It looked like they were Boston constables.
No,
Bass
constables.
Yeah. Oh, constable.
Constable, please. He stole my purse. He stole my
You don't
handbag.
get tickets to pretty girls.
We don't. Here's your ticket.
So this video
Sometimes.
shows two men teasing a wild moose. They were warned,
I tease moose
and
every
it
day.
it charges them,
Oh, really?
just like the police.
With
it
assault
charges-
and battery.
Yeah, it charged them.
Idiots. Get him. Yeah, get him. Yes. Get him.
No injuries except bruised eagles.
Egos.
I feel like I said eagle. Did I say eagle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eagle.
I was trying to figure out what you were
I
saying.
looked away and I was like eagle.
Where the f did the Eagles
Why are
come
Eagles-
from?
away.
One eternity later.
He's just lucky he didn't get gored.
Gordon Ramsay.
Like it,
No.
like he just laid on the ground.
Get filleted.
A fillet.
he got fish filleted.
Why would you f with a moose? They're like one of the most aggressive deer.
Find out,
They're the
bud,
biggest deer, right? They're the most aggressive ones. They're one of the few that will actually like fight back. They won't just run.
See, I didn't know that
Yeah.
about moose. But if you're gonna go touch it, it's been chill up until you touched it. Just leave it the f alone.
Yeah, that's why they were telling him to leave.
Just wants
Like the bear. The bear just wanted to be in the jacuzzi.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
it just wanted a summer shandy.
just wants to be left alone.
Like, why is that such a problem with people these days?
I know.
I seen one where there was like this
like
bear. This bear loved
Why is
being in
everything like
somebody's.
me?
Because you just want to be.
This
looked
bear
at.
loved somebody's like big swing they had on their swing set, and like it would like every day it would come by it and sit on the swing. So they set up a camera, and the thing came bolting down a hill and then jumped in the swing, like this big weird like platform
out.
swing, and it would swing on the swing, and then it would use another swing next to it to put its arm in.
Can't mow the lawn. The bear's back there.
It's just a statue.
You're like you set up like bear bait in your backyard. Yeah, the bear's there. I can't hold it.
Can't mow the
you
lawn.
buy a bear and chain it to a tree.
Bears out there. Yeah.
Bears out there.
Have
We'll
you
wrap it up on this note. This oxymoron, which I realized today. Social distancing is an oxymoron.
Why?
Because how do you distance socially?
Internet.
Fuck you. I saw it online.
So,
Turn it off. I'm done.
Cut that out. Cut that
Cut
part
all that
out.
dude, what is Nick like? 0 for 3 today? I'm on Gus's side.
Yeah, come on.
With this one, and the other ones. Water's not wet.
Fine.
Socially distancing
Fine.
on the internet.
Fine.
I would have thought
Can't
that.
be 3 sheets to the wind without me.
We'd get a whole lot less
Threat.
debates about wrong facts.
All right. It's been 3 sheets.
Yeah, you know what? It has. Appleseed, thanks for the sponsorship, bro.
That gat.
The Glock.
Anyway,
Bam. The
3
blicky.
sheets
with
to the
the
wind,
switch.
guys. Have
Nicky
a good
with that
week.
blicky.
3 sheets to
Ride
the
around the block with a Glock. Yo ass finna get shot. Boom, 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 boom. That's the sound of the boom, 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 boom.
It's a grenade launcher.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm finna kill you.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm finna drill you.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And now
you bleed.
The grenade.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
3,
Sheets.
2. Ball so
The
hard,
wind.
motherfucker. Gotta find
Wind.
me. 3 sheets to the
You're
wind.
supposed to say one word, you
It's windy.
Fucking windy.
3 sheets to the wind, guys. Have a good week. Thanks for watching. Peace.